ladies and gentlemen. It's my privilege to introduce the messenger lecturer, Professor Richard P. Feynman of the California Institute of Technology. Professor Feynman is a distinguished theoretical physicist, and he's done much to bring order out of the confusion which has marked much of the spectacular development in physics during the post-war period. Among his honors and awards, I will mention only the Albert Einstein Award in 1954. This is an award which is made every third year and which includes a gold medal and a substantial sum of money. Professor Feynman did his undergraduate work at MIT and his graduate work at Princeton. He worked on the Manhattan Project at Princeton and later at Los Alamos. He was appointed an assistant professor here at Cornell in 1944, although he did not assume residence until the end of the war. I thought it might be interesting to see what was said about him when he was appointed at Cornell, so I searched the minutes of our Board of Trustees, and there's absolutely no record of his appointment. There are, however, some 20 references to leaves of absence, salary, and promotions. One reference interested me especially. On July 31, 1945, the chairman of the physics department wrote the dean of the Arts College stating that Dr. Feynman is an outstanding teacher and investigator, the equal of whom develops infrequently. The chairman suggested that an annual salary of $3,000 was a bit too low for a distinguished faculty member and recommended that Professor Feynman's salary be increased $900. The dean, in an act of unusual generosity and with complete disregard for the solvency of the university, crossed out the $900 and made it an even $1,000. You can see that we thought highly of Professor Feynman even then. Feynman took up residence here at the end of 1945 and spent 5 highly productive years on our faculty. He left Cornell in 1950 and went to Caltech, where he has been ever since. Before I let him talk, I want to tell you just a little bit more about him. 3 or 4 years ago, he started teaching a beginning physics course at Caltech, and the result has added a new dimension to his fame. His lectures are now published in 2 volumes, and they represent a refreshing approach to the subject. In the preface of the published lectures, there's a picture of Feynman performing happily on the bongo drums. My Caltech friends tell me that he sometimes drops in on the Los Angeles night spots and takes over the work of the drummer, but Professor Feynman tells me that that's not so. Another of his specialties is